flip it to manual and then make a profit.
Yeah, and in fact, Aston Martin has literally done that. Aston Martin, if you have an auto, they have not themselves bought it, but if you have an automatic Aston Martin Vanquish, an original one from the early 2000s, you can send it to them. They will convert it to manual for you, and then they will ship it back to you.
How much does that cost?
50 grand. But there is a cottage industry has come up of automatic Ferraris and Lamborghinis and Audi R8s of people converting them to manual transmission. It's interesting the automakers themselves have not gotten involved. They could probably make some real money doing it.
What's the reason for not doing it that you could argue?
I guess the answer is the automakers say it's faster with the dual clutch automatics that they all have now. And Ferrari is all about speed, Lamborghini is all about speed, so we would not want to go backwards in terms of technology. Porsche tried to make the same argument. Porsche almost killed the manual transmission, but it became clear that people were paying up for them, and so they have come out with special cars that still have them. That's the automaker's argument. The truth is, it just costs a lot. Like, to develop a transmission that is ultimately, by the end of manual transmission production, was 10% of cars. But I would argue that you could really pass those costs on to the consumer, and in a lot of cases they would pay. I don't think Ferrari could make a general run manual transmission car anymore, but a limited to 150 unit manual Ferrari, people would lose it. People would pay whatever they wanted for that. And you can't tell me if they charged $2 million and they made 200 cars that they couldn't justify the development cost of the transmission is not more than the cost of that they would make from that. There's no way.
But before we go into that, one of my favorite things about running this podcast is getting to talk with so many different experts of so many different walks of life, and I feel like I can really level up. And if you're like me and you want to do the same, I highly recommend you check out our sponsor, Masterclass.
With Masterclass, you could learn from the best to become your best. Masterclass is the only streaming platform where you could learn and grow with over 200 of the world's best. For just $10 a month, an annual membership to Masterclass gets you unlimited access to every single instructor. And you could access Masterclass from your phone, computer, smart TV, or even in audio mode. For instance, you could learn key communication skills with FBI hostage negotiator Chris Voss,